Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie of George Beer Reviews back at you with another edition of Stout Sunday. All right, and joining me this morning, we have Alex the Beer Master over to my right. Morning, Alex. We have Mr. Ron J. Terrio, Louisiana Beer Reviews, the Stout Emperor himself. Morning, Ron.
Good morning.
And directly below me, we have Michael Kormaroff from Brooklyn. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. We'll start with Alex. What are you drinking this morning, Alex?
Well, I'm drinking the Founder's Breakfast Stout. Obviously, this is the original, or there is another breakfast stout prior to this one, I believe, that I already had. So, and it's an oatmeal stout. So I'm going to pour it up in my little fancy glass here from Brandon and Trish. I use this glass all the time because I love it so much. And it's good for these kind of beers.
All right.
Let's see.
Mr. Terrio, what are you drinking this morning?
Oh, I thought I was supposed to pour it up. Sorry about that.
You can pour it up. I mean, we're just going around. We'll be back around in a second here. There's only 4 of us, so pour it up.
Hey, bully. Exclamation mark. Bully Porter, robust American porter, 6% alcohol, 49 IBUs. I think it used to be stronger, but they lowered the ABV. I think it used to be like 6.5. I don't know why these companies always want to be lowering the alcohol level, but this was given to me, handed to me by the Whiskey Scout, Robert the Whiskey Scout. Thank you, Robert. This is not sold in Louisiana. We get no Boulevard beers here. Oh, nice. That's it.
All right. Mr. Kormaroff, what do you have this morning?
This was purchased at Trader Joe's, my local store about 3 miles from me, and it's their Bozen Chocolate Stout at 5.4%. It's made by Rhinelander Brewing in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. And as far as I know, this particular Bozen is only sold at Trader Joe's. So Rhinelander brews their own beers also, but this one is exclusively for Trader Joe's. And it's a stout brewed with cocoa powder.
All right, sounds good. And joining the party is Mr. Jeremy Vinson. Good morning. What's up, Jeremy?
How are you guys? And I was waiting on Alex's channel, but I see you're over here.
Wait a minute, Jeremy, what were you waiting for?
Waiting on the show to start.
Oh.
I've got the torn label, the Dolce Vita. It's Imperial Stout, 10%. I don't know the IBUs on it. No IBUs, it says so. Torn Label Brewing. That's out of Missouri. So.
That's a new one on me, Jared.
Yeah.
I mean, JB. Whoa.
Bless you.
Dolce Vita.
Torn label. Okay.
The Dolce Vita. What does that mean? The something life? The
Good life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I'm Italian, but that's what it means.
No.
All right. We've got miscellaneous in the chat. Good morning to you. We've got Brewski Drewski in the chat. Good morning. And Daryl's in the chat as well. Good morning to you. Thanks for tuning in. All right. And so I'm drinking. I figured I would go all out this morning. Got a Burke County 2020 special number 4. 13.3. Already poured it. So let's go ahead and get into this. We'll start back with Alex and let him tell us all about his Founders Breakfast Stout.
All right. Well, obviously, I already poured it too, just like Johnny Boy did. This looks pretty good. Obviously, I had a couple, maybe a finger ahead earlier, but now it's just a little, kind of like a fingernail on the head. Nice and dark, just like it's supposed to be. See what it smells like. Smells like roasty coffee. That's what you expect on this kind of stout. And it smells like a burnt coffee, kind of like. But it still has that sweetness and stuff like that. Obviously, when I drank it before, so it's not going to get a high. I mean, it's going to get a good rating, but it's not going to get a high rating when it comes to in the hundreds. No, it's not going to be like those other beers, the KBSs and the CBSs. But it's good enough. But it's not going to get in the hundreds. That's for sure. So let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you drink a little bit before you start talking about ratings?
It's not a KBS. It's just a BS. That stout is BS.
That's right.
Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers to you, Brandon and Trish Glass.
Oh, wow. I didn't notice that. Show it to me again.
Sure.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's the pipe dreams.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, pipe.
I love pipe dream beers. They're good.
So, Alex, how is it?
The mouthfeel.
He was drinking and he forgot to describe it. That's okay, Alex.
Yeah. The mouthfeel is a little bit thick on the mouthfeel, a little bit, or a little light on it.
Yeah, try again and see what you're getting.
It's a little, like dry, dry on the back end. It's a good beer. I would get it again just to drink it and enjoy it because Founders makes delicious beers. It's just that not as good as the other ones, but I'd give it a rate. I'm going to give this a rating later, and we'll go from there. But as of right now, it's a good beer. I'm going to keep on sipping on it. And like I said, there's dark. Like I said, it tastes like a dark roasted beer and stuff like that. And I like oatmeal stouts anyway, so that's why I also like this.
Alex, by the way you're drinking, I think I know what score you're going to get.
Yeah, I just woke up too, so.
Oh,
What's up there, Robert?
wow, this is an awesome panel today.
Roberto.
Everyone.
Except me.
Looks like he bathed this morning. He's all got his hair all slicked over. Looks all right. Morning,
Got
Robert.
his microphone muted and everything, man.
Yeah, unmute yourself and tell us what you've got
Yeah,
real
yeah.
before we move on. We're just now getting into our descriptions.
Okay, well, I was typing it in down here for Mr. Oh God, I'm trying to do two things at once. That's impossible. There we go. That'll have to do. All right, I bought it when I was down south with Ron back in January, late January, February, 2020 Bourbon Barrel French Press Imperial Coffee. It's 9.9% ABV. It is ale with coffee aged in bourbon barrels, like it says. So we shall see.
All
You
right.
never had it before. You never had that before, huh?
No,
Okay.
no. I think you have though, Ron.
Yes. Only once. We had a little catastrophe with Sam.
All right. Okay. So let's see. Sounds good, Robert. I got you in the books here. We have got to go to Mr. Ronald Terrio with his Boulevard Bully Porter, which was actually gifted to him by you. So Tell us all about it.
Robert gave me this bully porter, and I said bully when I got it. That's what
Bully,
Theodore
bully.
Roosevelt used to say. Means Theodore Roosevelt used to say it. It was like meant like super, or that's swell. Anyway, I think they have lowered the ABV, and I'm pretty sure when I first reviewed it in 2011, because I used to get on road trips, like if I went to see the Kansas City Royals, which I saw twice at their stadium. You could buy it around there. It was pretty common, so I would buy different things over there. And so now I never can understand why these companies want to always be lowering the ABV of stuff. But there it is. It had a thicker head when I poured it. It's dark brown. Give me a little head. Now, one thing I'll notice, the aroma is sort of. Notice I didn't say anything because that's what it is, sort of like not there. I'm going to try to get some more nose pickup on it, though. John, I think you got a little feedback on your mic. All right. Now the flavor.
I had my mic muted. I'm sorry. It's if everybody, I think it's actually coming from Alex. Everybody just mute your mic until you're up because it's not coming from me. I don't know who it's coming from.
It sounded like somebody at a computer repair shop trying to fix some electronic equipment, like when you go in there. Anyway, I help us a gift. Anyway, roasted malts on it, so it's got like a roasted, almost burnt. Now I froze up. I know. I don't know what's going on. Almost burnt, but not quite. The body's thin like a porter. Sorry, I froze up. Don't know what happened. The finish is like kind of mostly dry. There's a little creaminess in the flavor, not the feeling. Try one more time on maybe a little roast. It's kind of bland, honestly. Cheers to Drewski Brewski. It tastes, there's no off aromas. There's no off flavors. There's nothing strange or unpleasant about it, but it's not too exciting. So I would call it, if I named this beer, I would, instead of calling it bully, call it like ho-hum. Anyway, that's my feeling about it. I have to be honest. I mean, I don't have to be honest. I could be a liar, but I'd rather be honest. So thank you for letting me join this video production.
All right. Okay, so good morning to you, Josh, Jules. We got a great chat going on this morning. Let's go ahead and pull up Mr. Michael Kumaroff with his Bosun Double Chocolate. Let him talk about that. Go for it, Michael.
Okay, so again, this is from Trader Joe's, 5.4%, brewed in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, Bosun Chocolate Stout, stout brewed with cocoa powder. Let me open it up and pour it into the glass and see what it looks like. Following the Alex recommended pour method.
You gotta go faster than that.
Okay, here we go.
Right.
Now that's kind of more of an Alex type head, but there's still some beer underneath it.
There's still room for improvement.
The head is kind of like a tan color and very bubbly head. The beer itself is very dark brown. It's not black though, it's definitely brown. You can see some like red highlights if you look through the bottom of the glass. You can see some red in it. Let me get a nose on it. You can smell the cocoa smell. It has added cocoa powder. You can smell that. Get a little bit of the malts in it, but it's just more straight malty than it is a specific roasty kind of deal. It's a chocolate stout. Not getting chocolate. I'm definitely getting cocoa though. Otherwise, nothing specific. I will take a sip. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Michael.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Michael.
It's fairly light on the taste.
Cheers.
It's not watery though, but it's light in that. At least the first taste. I'll take another one just to.
Cheers.
Cheers to you too. So you're getting the cocoa taste as well. A little bit of chocolate too. I would call this beer a mild beer by my very mild. The taste does the cocoa type chocolate taste that you're getting does stay. So in other words, it doesn't come to your taste buds and then go away. So it does linger. That's I think a good thing in a chocolate stout. It's 5.4%, so it's very sessionable. Can't taste any alcohol in it. The finish, let's see. It's got kind of a wet finish, opposite what the other two people have said before. It's not dry at all, kind of wet. I recommend this, and I think everybody who has shopped at Trader Joe's, I know everybody does not have access to them. Most of the beers they have are relatively cheaply priced. They're certainly competitively priced anyway. So this is a good value for your money too, for what you're getting. I think it was like 84 cents a can for a 12-ounce can. And they don't make you buy a 6-pack. You can buy singles if you want, which is another thing that I'm used to at my food co-op. So that's another positive thing. I'll keep sipping on it, and I'll have a number for you. The head is lingering.
All right.
Hey, Michael.
Sounds good.
Hey, Michael. Hey,
Yep.
Michael. I'm just curious. I have a Trader Joe's somewhere around here, and I wonder if our Trader Joe's has beer. I don't think it does.
I bet it
and I
does.
don't-
They mostly do. Now, I can't say in 100% that they do. They mostly do, though. So I would
Yeah,
go
they
over there.
probably did.
I mean,
Well, no, 'cause you never know what the laws in certain states. That's what I'm curious.
As far as in Kansas
listen,
does, yours does.
Listen here. Two things. First thing, Michael's right. Rhinelander makes other beers besides the Trader Joe's offerings. In fact, I know some stores around here that sell Rhinelander beers. These stores have no connection to Trader Joe's
Yeah,
whatsoever.
the little shorties.
Hmm.
Yeah, Rhinelander sells the little shorties. They come
Yeah,
in
but
little
not those.
shorties.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about there's a beer called some kind of canned beer, a regular and a light. I did a review of one of them. I bought a 6-pack, and it says on the side Rhinelander Brewing, Monroe, Wisconsin. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. The green bottle Rhinelander. I have it right here. There's a can right here. Look.
Got a little tree on it, 9 yards. Yeah, I've seen the bottle, not the can.
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry. I'm just curious because I want to try Trader Joe's beers. That's why I want to know.
I've had Rhinelander. It's not too good. But here's the thing for Alex. Second thing, if you get on the Trader Joe's website, it will. I think it shows if they sell alcohol or not. Like there's little icons that tell you if they sell alcohol, beer, wine, or liquor there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Awesome.
All right. So yeah, Alex, you have to go check that out and see if you can get Trader Joe's beers there. Okay, so let's move on to Mr. Jeremy Vinson and let him tell us all about his very exciting, looks like a super rare Shane Fudge type beer.
I don't get it to focus here. Torn label. Looks like they just threw another label on there, so probably not just a clever name. Torn label. So, start off with appearance. Total dark. Can everybody hear me? Am I muted?
Yep. Sound good?
Oh, okay.
We can
Anyway,
hear you. We can hear you, Jeremy. We can hear you.
started off with a lot finger head, like Alex was saying, and then a fingernail head now. And so let's get a look on this. It's dark. You got the khaki head on there. Let's go for a smell. Getting the cocoa beans, maybe a slight vanilla. Definitely smelling that dark roast on this malts. Let's go in for a taste. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Jeremy.
Cheers, my friend. Appreciate you, Jeremy. And Jeremy, I'm happy you're here. I haven't seen you in a while, brother.
Yeah, good to see you too, Alex.
Cheers.
I've been trying to stay golden, but
Well, you're
everybody.
golden. Hey, Jeremy, you're golden in my book as long as we're still friends. Appreciate you.
We're always gonna be friends, Alex. No doubt. I just joke with you, everybody. Really, it's not just you. I even make fun of myself. So,
Hey, Jeremy, that's why I like you, because you're a jokester. You know what I mean, Jelly?
cheers again, everybody. I'm gonna do an Alex review. Yep, still good.
I'm glad it's still good. We got any more notes than that?
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot I was doing an Alex review.
Yeah, the flavor. What's it take? Yeah. Talk to us.
Okay,
Keep it up, Jeremy. I love you. Keep it up.
it's very good. Getting the vanilla notes really good on this. Real smooth, balanced, lightly carbonated, full bodied. Very good imperial stout. I like it a lot.
All right.
So
Sorry,
I
I left you. I left you up on the screen because I didn't hear you. I heard you describing the aroma. I didn't hear you get through the flavor, so I wanted to make sure I gave you enough time there. All right. Well, we'll let you keep sipping on it. If you think of anything else when we come back around, you can tell us more about it. All right. Let's go over to Mr. Robert, the Whiskey Scout himself, and his fancy St. Arnold French press. Whoa.
Definitely made in Texas with the Texas seal on the label. And the cap, label cap. Well, both places are. Is it going to make it? Is it going to make it? No, it's not.
You'd be more aggressive.
So close. So close.
Yeah, those
Got
Texas
a one
peanuts.
finger head. I ain't got my other light hooked up because I did some work the other day before I left for Louisiana. Nice carbonation. You can't really see through it. Looks a little lighter, more like a porter than a stout as you look at just how the carbonation rises. Smell the coffee. Coffee's light, smells good, goes with the roasted malts. A little vanilla. There's a sweetness, caramel sweetness like coming off of it. And the maltiness is there. It's not all dark roasted malt, so I know it probably is, but there's like a lighter scent coming out of it, malty wise. It's going to take a minute to develop. Well, we ain't got that minute. Cheers.
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 Cheers, my friend. Appreciate you, Rob.
Definitely get the wood.
Cheers.
There's a nice barrel presence there. Vanilla. Coffee's there. Dark roasted malts is there. That caramel's still coming in. There's that dark, fruity, like fig note I get with these kind of beers. It's been barrel aged. It's just got a very light fig note in the very background on the finish. You don't get it up front, but as it finishes, that sweetness, the caramel sweetness, and that kind of fig note rests on the back of the tongue. I like this.
For that price you paid, you better love it.
I paid more for less, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Believe
Because I don't remember what I paid for it.
I do.
It's
Thank you.
probably a little lighter than most stouts. Even porter wise, it's probably falling in medium heavy on the viscosity on the porter side of things. But it's still kind of more light medium, I think, as far as where the stout will go. As far as 9.9% ABV and what I'm expecting to come out of the bottle. I like that fig it finishes with. That's good. Anyway, that's nice. It's not overtly sweet. It's balanced with the coffee, and the roasted malts are bringing back some of that caramel sweetness and that little bit of vanilla going with it. It finishes with that nice fig note. I kind of like this. This is pretty good so far. And I'll think on it.
Appreciate you.
All right. We'll
Appreciate
let you
you,
do just that. I guess that leaves me. And once again, Bourbon County, special number 4. I see you there in the basement. Give me just a minute, Shane, and I will pull you up. So, Intelligentsia coffee and maple syrup, 13.3% alcohol. The aroma with this is just, I mean, it's really incredible. You're getting the bourbon notes right up front, getting a little bit of that coffee. As with the standard Bourbon County, I'm detecting a little bit like a sweet tobacco note, which is very pleasant as well. Maybe just a touch of dark fruit, like fig or date action in there as well.
Man,
The roasted malt characters coming through nicely as well. Some nice roasty, toasty, bready notes. I mean, it smells absolutely delightful. The only thing that I'm not getting on the aroma, I'm not really getting any maple syrup. But we'll see how it tastes. Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers, John.
Cheers.
Cheers, Johnny boy. Appreciate you.
Johnny boy.
And the appearance, I mentioned the appearance, it's black. I mean, it poured with a very thin tan head, which is mostly dissipated. There's a little bit of a thin film left on it. That initial sip is incredible. You're getting the bourbon notes, a little bit of vanilla. That oak is coming through, leads into a nice roasty, toasty, bready malt note in the middle of the sip. Nice and bready and roasty, toasty. The coffee is coming through, but it's not really super strong with the coffee. It's nicely balanced, which I like. Sometimes when you get these coffee porters and stouts, the coffee takes over and there's just no balance with the beers. You might as well just be drinking coffee. With this one, very nicely balanced. At 13.3%, the alcohol is masked well, although with the bourbon barrel aging, you can tell that it's a higher ABV beer, and it is slightly warming going down as well. The body with this is high medium. The carbonation is relatively low. The sweet tobacco notes are coming through a little bit on the palate as well. I think they will increase as the beer warms up a little bit more too. Beers like this just continue to develop and get better and better the more that you sip on them and let them sit out. The dark fruit is coming through a little bit as well, a little bit of a fig or a date type note. An outstanding beer. I mean, I've had this beer before. I've had, you know, of the Bourbon County beers that I've had over the years, this one is definitely up there. I still think that the original is probably the standard variant is probably the best, but unfortunately I can't get that one here because it's over 14%. But I'm loving this beer. I'll keep sipping on it, think of a rating, but Bourbon County never disappoints. So, all right, let me go ahead and bring in my bald brethren.
Can I ask one question about that beer you're drinking?
Yeah, you sure can.
I'm
What's up?
assuming you would not. I'm assuming you would not session that beer.
Oh yeah, all the time.
No, it's a sipper for sure. It's
That would be.
you wouldn't want to do 2 bottles of the 13.3 unless you need to pass out.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I made a mistake just over a week ago where I sessioned 14% alcohol beer, and oh, I felt so bad. It only lasted 30 hours.
Mm.
Feel horrible. All right.
Right. All right. Happy birthday to Stephanie Griffiths in the chat. Thanks for spending your birthday morning here with us. We got Eric in the chat. He's doing some cleaning around the house. He's going to get himself a haircut before band practice. All right. Cheers to you. Thanks for stopping by, Eric. All right. So, Mr. Shane Fudge, I'm going to go ahead and pull you up. And you can go ahead and tell us what you've got and just get through the whole breakdown of the beer, everything but the rating.
All right.
So,
what's up there, Shane, my friend? Appreciate you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you guys too. Just picked this one up the other night, and this is a Founders Panther Cub.
Oh man.
Oh, I've not seen that one.
Shane, before you continue on, I hope you can join the Johnny Boy on Wednesday. What time are we doing that? Johnny Boy?
Probably it'll be after the Chilada thing, so probably around 8:30.
Chilada thing.
If you can join, Shane, I appreciate if you can.
Well, I've got 3 more in the fridge. Maybe I'll try to make it for that.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, this is. I think some of you guys might have had this. Seemed like I saw. I don't know who it was that had this. Porter with the vanilla extract and maple syrup, bourbon, and the 9.2%. This is really fresh. It was just bottled on February 1st of this year. I guess this is the first of their 2021 series. You know, the release of the barrel aged series. So we're gonna give this a try. This sounds a whole lot like the Mackinac Fudge and the CBS, and with the barrel aging and the maple with the addition of the vanilla in here. I guess changes up a bit, and it's a porter. So we'll see how this holds up with the bourbon barrels. It should hold up fine. 9.2%. That's a big old porter.
Right. So this is your first time actually trying this beer, correct?
Yeah, first time. These were like $15 for a 4-pack. I thought they were going to be about 25, like the other barrel aged CBSs and KBSs and stuff like that. But it was about $15 for a 4-pack. Yeah,
nice.
Nice chocolate and sweetness right out of the bottle. Let's see how it pours here.
Got you a Panther Cub.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the swish. See what's in the bottom, maybe.
Need to be a little more aggressive on the pour, but pretty good. There we go.
All right. There's the pour. It's nice and dark. For a porter, especially, it's got a little bit of, it's pretty dark. I can't see much redness really with the sunlight. Nice on the head. It's got some nice color to it. All right, get the smell on it. Smell a lot of the foam right now. I have to cut through this first, but you're getting some. I'm getting a little dark chocolate and roast. The bourbon was a lot stronger when it was still in the bottle. Now that I poured it, it's having to cut through this head still, so it's not near as prominent. But I'm getting a lot of the. Yeah, it's just like a baker's chocolate kind of smell. Vanilla is cutting through a little bit too now. Not getting so much of the maple in the nose just yet. It's maybe just the sweetness that I'm smelling. All right. Well, we're going to give it a taste, see what we get here. Cheers.
Cheers, Shane.
Cheers, Shane.
Cheers, Shane, my friend. Appreciate you.
Much cheers.
Cheers.
Delayed cheers.
Super delayed cheers.
Yeah, the vanilla is cutting through. Pretty nice. Do this beer a little bit. Bourbon's, it's not as strong as the CBS and KBS, and it's definitely, you can tell it's a porter. The mouth feels lighter than the imperial stouts that they usually barrel age. So if you want like a CBS light, this is kind of what I'm getting a feel for on this beer. It's good. The V heat is non-existent. That 9.2% not there at all. It's really, really tamed down smooth for it to be, just a little, almost 2 months old now. Not there at all. Yeah, kind of sweet. Just getting a sweet note. I'm getting a lot of the vanilla. That's what I'm getting a lot of. I don't know if I'm getting so much of the maple. Maybe as it warms up, some of those things will come out. But the bourbon's just light too. It's not near as strong in the glass as it was coming out of the bottle. Okay, so now there's a little bit more of the bourbon. It's getting more to the middle of the glass. A little bit more of the bourbon's coming out. So it's a good beer. I mean, it's worth a try for $15. If you like the Founders barrel aged beers, I'd pick this one up if you see it in your area. Jay, can you get this one?
Cheers. Cheers.
Jeremy, can you get the beer?
He said Jay, not Jeremy.
Well, I thought I said Jeremy. No, you both are Jays. You both start with
No, he
J.
said Jeremy. He asked you if you could get the beer. I thought.
I said, yeah.
I heard Jeremy. Can you get the beer?
Did I say Jeremy?
And
I thought.
Jay.
My wife said,
Jay.
well, that settles it right there.
I have not seen that beer. I have not seen the beer, but I've been trying to get it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet either, but I haven't been to a
Okay,
liquor store.
so we'll let you sip on that and
No, that's a lie.
come back
That's-
around here.
I haven't been to a liquor store for the purpose
Okay,
of beer.
so yeah, right. Look at that. Look at the regen on the head there. That's that's a quality beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't really do that with mine. Mine's
Oh,
too-
mine doesn't.
yeah. Anyway,
Bring it right back.
if I had a bigger glass, I might be a little bit more brave with the swirl, but I don't want to make a mess. I don't want to stain my carpet with Bourbon County, so I won't do that.
That wouldn't go away.
Okay, so let's go back around and give our ratings here. We got to go back to Alex, the beer master, with his Founder's Breakfast. What do you think, Alex?
Well, I'm gonna give this beer. It's very tasty, but not the way I like the Bourbon County beers. Not Bourbon County. It doesn't matter. The KBS beers and the CBS beers that are bourbon barrel aged. So I like this beer, but I'm gonna still give it a 90. It's a good beer, but I'm not gonna give it 100. I'm gonna give it a 90, and that's that. And obviously, everybody. Yeah, it's a very good beer. Again, I like. For some reason, I like the barrel aged versions of this beer better than this one, but it's still delicious.
No.
So
Well,
what did you drink, Alex? I
I'm
missed
with
it.
you.
I'm
I
sorry.
think, yeah.
He's with the breakfast out.
what were you saying? What were you saying,
Founders
Johnny?
Breakfast Stout.
I get that's more than 90.
Oh,
My
okay. I
opinion,
know.
I mean,
That's a good beer.
It is a good beer.
Rating system, Alex's rating system, it's 90 or 100. So it's okay.
Yeah,
oh, well,
or 95. It all depends on how good it is.
oh,
What were you gonna say, Johnny boy? You agree with me on what?
Huh?
No, I was just saying that sounds fair. I mean, they can't all be bourbon barrel aged KBS Mackinac fudge, so they can't all get
Yeah.
100.
right.
Okay.
Cheers.
Jay, quit throwing your
So
crawfish
we
remains in your
got to
neighbor's
go
yard.
to Mr. Ronald Terrio.
The Emperor. The Emperor's back.
I was standing here the whole time.
Throwing
The Emperor,
crawfish
yeah.
over the back fence.
I was just standing here.
So
was
give us
standing up.
your
me to sit? Do I have to sit the whole time? Okay, so I didn't know there was a rule on
Yes.
Stout Sunday. You had to sit.
Yes.
It's a requirement, really?
It's like an unwritten rule. If you don't say cheers, you get kicked out of the group. All right.
I have to sit. You have to sit.
So anyway, I said initially that this beer didn't have any aroma, but it did start having aroma as I sipped on it. I guess it warmed up, and so it did start to smell like roasted malt. And I enjoyed it as I sipped it down more and more. And that's a good sign when a beer gets better as you sip it, instead of some that get worse. Yeah, I did session the Four Loko Black, and I was about to give up on beer, wine, and liquor after that. I mean, it was bad, really bad. But anyway, did it to myself. But I'm gonna score this one a 93.
Awesome
An
beans,
A.
legendary Ron.
Excellent. Thank you, legendary Alex. Alex Boy.
Great to have Alex on the panel, isn't it?
Yeah, Alex Boy's here, and I appreciate it. And if I ever get burned up in a fire trying to run in and rescue children, the last thing I'm going to say, my last words are going to be, stay golden, Alex.
Keep it up, Ron.
And after that,
Okay. All right. On that note,
and after that, I'll star in a heartwarming karate movie. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my God, I love it.
Heartwarming
right.
karate.
well, let's go to Michael Kormeroff with his Bosun Stout, and
Shane, I have-
what do you?
Shane, I have
double,
both
or is it just a chocolate? Yeah,
chocolate stout from Trader Joe's, brewed by Rhinelander Brewing in Monroe, Wisconsin. And I looked on the bottom of the can, and it's best by July of this year. So I guess these have about a shelf life about 6 months to them, I guess, to the company. And something like this, a chocolate stout, probably could last a little bit longer, but whatever. This is just they set a limit, and that's how it is. This is what I have left in the glass, so it's been going down. It's pretty easy drinking. I'm going to give it an 88, which in my rating is a B+. For 84 cents, I think that's good value for my money. But I have found, for the most part, the beers at Trader Joe's are average and better. And I've had a few that were not good, but it's like everything else. You just take a chance and you do it. Alex, I definitely would check them out in New Jersey, because I would assume they sell alcohol there.
Well, no, I'm just curious because, obviously New Jersey, New York have crazy laws, as you know.
I just realized only liquor stores can sell beer in New Jersey.
Okay, so then they can't. So you may not be able to get it.
Wow,
Now,
okay.
Alex, you're not that far from Pennsylvania. There are Trader Joe's there too, and it's got different beer laws.
Do they have beer in their Trader Joe's?
Put
Alex,
that 10 speed on high. You'll get there quicker.
You'll have to check it out. But it is true.
you'll have to drive over to Pennsylvania and get you some Hungry Howie's and some Trader Joe's.
I didn't even know there was Hungry Howie's in Pennsylvania. I thought it was in Delaware. You're confusing me.
Well,
Either way, Johnny boy.
Get you some.
It's not only the beer laws though, because Aldi stores, which is a chain of supermarkets, we have them here. They don't sell beer, and yet my friend in Connecticut can get it. They sell it in Vermont as well. So sometimes you have to have a different license to sell it, and maybe they don't want to go through the added expense of the license in New York. I don't understand why, because it would sell, but whatever.
Well, New York's very expensive on everything.
And Johnny boy, speaking of Hungry Howie's, don't forget that when you're on your way here.
Can I show y'all something in honor of Alex?
Yes, Alex. I'll pick you up.
Are you going
Alex,
to visit Alex?
Sometime in the future, the Johnny boy will come.
Cocoa Puffs.
He doesn't
Oh, cool. What is that?
Oh, that looks good. That looks
Nuts?
good.
Looks like so.
This is ribeye steak, Alex. I fried it, and I had a huge ribeye steak, Alex. This is Food Sunday. Now I have a red wine.
Sunday.
Alex J is having his lunch early.
Yeah, I know. I
It
can
not look
tell.
like that.
I can tell.
Okay, I guess it looked like a bowl of nuts on my end. Anyway, okay. All right. Well, let's go to Jeremy. Let's get this party going here and get a rating here from Jeremy's Torn Label Brewing Company La Dolce Vita 10% Imperial Stout.
As you can tell, I like it.
Affogato style.
Yep. Affogato style.
Yeah.
Definitely
10% going down pretty smooth, huh?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Me and Alex are feeling pretty good right now. Well, Alex,
Jeremy, speak.
Sure on, my brother. Appreciate you, Jeremy.
it is a really good one. I'm going to give it better rating than Alex gave it. It's smooth. It's got a little bit more bitterness on the back end than I thought it would have. But still, which is actually good. I'm going to give it a 92. It's really good if you can get it. I don't think you can get it, though. But if you could get it, it's worth trying. And the 10% is a bonus. So
Why we can't get it, Jeremy?
I don't know. It's in Missouri.
It's in Missouri, and I don't think they have any distribution outside that state, as far as I know. But
Well, that's okay. Jeremy can send us some. Did I say that too loud?
Jeremy, thanks.
Love you, Alex. Hang on.
Jeremy will just ship us all out some La Dolce Vita.
I could have. I didn't know it was
Okay.
going to be that good. Though.
So
It's actually good.
92 out of 100. Yeah, so 92, that would be like, an A minus, but still in the excellent range. Okay. Robert, let's go back to you with your fancy French press bourbon barrel aged St. Arnold 9.9% porter. What are you thinking?
I think it gets better as it warms up. It gets more rich, thick. The barrel presence, even though I noted it first thing on the palate when I tried it, it's still improving. That vanillas and those figs notes coming off of that are pretty good. So I did bother to read the back of the bottle between now and then. And it does say it spent a year in bourbon barrels. So that's why I'm getting so much of the wood and oak and all the vanillas and caramels off of it. So what do I think of it? Well, I like bourbon. I like bourbon barrel aged products. I'm going to give this a 97 out of 100.
Oh,
I get just a little bit of the alcohol. It's not alcohol free. There is a little alcohol note, but it's not much, and it adds to the ambience of it all.
Shane.
I'm done.
Got it.
All right.
That cat's about to jump out the window.
So,
Just jump.
So Shane, how was the larger cat in the room doing, the third cub? How is the Panther cub doing? What would you rate that?
This is the Panther.
I swear I just saw a panther walk across Shane's path.
All right. Yeah, this Panther Cub. It's warmed up. I'm still just getting it's a lot of vanilla in my nose and my taste. It if you're expecting KBS and KBS, like I said, this porter is a lighter mouthfeel. It's a nice beer, and $15 for a 4-pack. Try it, but I don't know if I would buy another one. There's a lot of other great beers out there. This is a good beer, but for the vanilla, and I'm not getting my really. I don't know, just my taste buds this morning are not picking up. And the bourbon's pretty light on it. You get a little bit of it. Maybe once again, it's just my skewed palate this morning. But I'm getting a lot of just like chocolate and vanilla.
That's about all.
And I like to bring the hundreds to Stout Sundays, but not 100.
I could tell when you were drinking it, you wasn't as happy as
Yeah.
she's going on.
Hey Shane, I'm curious,
Uh,
and this is my mind. I'm curious. Are you going to age one of them? Because I know you age a lot of beers. I think you should.
Probably not.
So,
No,
probably not.
No,
Or maybe not.
in the name of the king, he refuses.
yeah.
Come on, Shane. Age just one. That's
No, when
guaranteed.
a cat crosses your path, you can't do it.
There's so many just sitting waiting for years right now anyway. So
Just trying to help you out there, Shane, because I know you like to age beer. Appreciate you.
So,
I'm gonna
Shane, I'm sorry, did you give I didn't give a rating? Did you give a number?
settling on them. I'm feeling a 92 on this one. 92 range.
Oh yeah, wow.
Still an A, but it's just
92?
barely. Yeah.
It just doesn't hit all the. It doesn't hit all the.
Yeah, it doesn't. If I got more maple and if I got more bourbon, if you're gonna put it on the label, you better be able to get it.
Deliver, yeah.
A lot of times it's a suggestion. You're like, here is a suggestion. You're gonna get these notes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I get them. Your suggestion, and I'm like, where is it? Okay,
That's true.
And you know what, Shane? That's really
I'm glad
that's
you got a 4-pack. I found it to be a little bit better than that. Maybe it's just sometimes in the morning your taste buds aren't awake,
Yeah.
so maybe the next one will be better. I thought it was like I rate it 96 or 97. I thought it was a little bit better than that, but hey,
good rating there, Johnny.
They can't all be Mackinac fudge.
Right.
Okay, so 90. And one thing I liked about it too, just my notes on it were that because it was a porter, it drank, being that it's bourbon barrel aged and all that, it actually drank like a porter versus a stout, which is one thing I actually liked about it because it is a porter and it's not trying to be like the KBS and the CBS. So I thought it was basically like a little bit better version of just the standard Founders Porter, the dark, rich, and sexy. If you take that base porter, do a little barrel age into it, and add some vanilla, that's pretty much what I got with it.
Well, legendary Johnny Boy.
Okay.
Legendary Johnny Boy. I'm curious. Do you think this will be like a series? Like this is for instance,
it is a series.
It is a series. Okay. So when's the next episode of this?
Right. It is a series. It's the barrel. So every year they put out new barrel aged series beers. So you've got that one is one of the 2021 barrel aged series. You've got the KBS Mackinac Fudge as part of the barrel aged series. So they're putting out different beers in that series every year, and the Founders Panther Club is just another one of those beers in the barrel aged lineup.
It just happens to be
much like the Founders Underground Mountain Brown.
It just happens to be a porter instead of a stout, basically what you're saying. Okay, I get you putting down.
Very end.
Right, but it's part of the barrel aged series. Yeah.
Awesome beans. Thanks, Johnny Boy. Appreciate you.
Alex, the CBS is still suspended production, as far as I've heard.
I know. I have 2 bottles left for the Johnny Boy and me.
I'm sure they would bring it back if you lobbied for it. They love you over there at Founders. So you just give them a call. You call up Founders and say, "Hey, I'm Alex the Beer Master, and I want the CBS back." They'll release a 2021 version. I guarantee it.
They probably will. You know what, Johnny Boy? We're gonna do that together, my friend. We're gonna do that together. You're my friend, Johnny Boy.
Oh my God. They're killing me.
That would be all. That would
right.
be awesome.
So,
I love you, James. I love you.
Like the Golden Gate Bridge. Stay golden.
All right. Appreciate you, Alex. Okay, so I'm going to give a rating on my beer here because there's not much left. It goes down super smooth at 13.3. It's super complex. It gets better as it warms. The tobacco notes come through more. A little bit of dark chocolate, which I don't think I mentioned earlier. The dark fruit notes, the maple just a little bit is starting to come through, but it's really not, which is fine. It's not a super syrupy and viscous beer. It holds up very well to the higher alcohol without being too much. It is a great sipper. There's a little nuttiness that comes through as well as it warms. It's just such a complex, beautiful beer. Is it as good as the standard 14.6. That version that I've had, straight Bourbon County, no, but it's excellent, and it's pretty much, well, it's world class. Which for me, I'm going to give it on the lower end. I'm going to give it a 98. 98 out of 100.
98. That's what I was.
Hey, Johnny boy,
It's awesome.
it's a lower end. It's a lower end, but still a 98, meaning it's almost 100. That's the beauty part about it.
That's right.
Well, for me, my rating system's a little bit different than Ron. I know Ron's like anything 100 plus would be world class. For me,
Johnny boy.
98, 99, and 100 are the varying levels of world class for me. That's just how So 98 would be like world class, but on the lower end. It's because I've had better world class beers. So 98 out of 100, a wonderful beer. I mean, you can't go wrong with Bourbon County.
John, I still have the CBS.
Cannot go wrong. And Michael Kornroff showing off his CBS that he's that's the one that you got from the Stout.
Right. It shows you that
got for free in your little Stout expedition.
I've been very good at saving.
Jeremy's got
Okay,
some.
you want to play?
Okay.
You want to play? You want to play?
People
Because
have
I have it too.
Alex, y'all want to play?
Alex has a bottle stash.
Oh,
Opposite
instead of Stout Sunday.
If I can see it, I can't see the darn thing when I'm looking at when I'm.
None of y'all got this. I win.
25-year-old doers.
Yes.
Holy cow! No.
Well, that's one of the beers that Johnny Boy and me need to still do.
If y'all want to play, I know you're getting jealous.
Woo.
Oh, man, I might have some.
Oh boy!
What is Earthquake Pineapple? Is this
I
something?
got a lot of beers.
I think Shane went.
Yeah.
Everybody want to get something to show. Here we go.
Sorry, guys, but I have a lot of freaking beers in the back of this fridge.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you get a big bottle.
What's funny is you have to watch.
He's got the old.
You notice the different positions with the mounting. Sometimes he's on the horse, sometimes he's off the horse. Mine, he's off the horse. Shane has one with him on the horse.
Yeah, mine's
Right here.
off.
There you go.
I win.
Oh,
I win.
Robert's
I got a
a
hurricane coming.
And I'll tell you this much: I got two of them.
I win.
You won. You won, Jeremy.
I got a Buc-ee's.
Oh, you got a bucket. I didn't see that at Buc-ee's. I was just there too.
John,
I
is that
got
the
a-
last the one you had today? Is that your last Bourbon County, John? Is that your last Bourbon County? You have others.
You got Buc-ee's in Arkansas?
Yeah,
or just
Texas, Texas.
Texas only? That's where I go
This-
see it at. Texas.
This is the only one I can get, but I can buy as many as I want. It's the only variant I get, but it's all over the place.
Wow.
That's one of the ones I can get.
It's $22 a bottle though versus the standard $12 or $13.99 for the better straight version. But that's another story.
I also have this.
All right,
one,
so
too.
we're going on almost an hour here. We're doing a little. There's
Fudge part
okay.
two.
We got double fudge.
Double
We got double fudge action here. I don't know. I'm gonna remove this fudge.
Shane's all on the other side.
I like the double
I don't know how
fudge.
that happened.
Okay. All right. So, guys, we have been going on an hour. Any other quick
Hey,
show and tell or
yeah,
comments or
yeah.
whatever? Now would be the time.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, I got something. I went
All
to
right.
Louisiana
Go
this
for it.
last week. Up to the family. I didn't run down there where Ron
Yeah.
is. I stayed north. But I bought this. This was the fancy box that this came in. I actually bought this in Oklahoma on the way down.
Okay.
I found it's pretty good buy, but
You
it
like
was
it?
rather expensive. But this in Louisiana, in the big town of Cashada, Louisiana, at the Silver Dollar Liquor Store, whatever it is, $23.99. That's a good buy. That's
Yeah.
normally $35 in my area. For
Wow.
what it is, Louisiana got some crazy ass prices. Anyway, I bought me some stuff for my coffee. Every time I go down there, we don't got this in Kansas, so I buy that for my coffee. It's only
Oh, we get that here.
20% ABV, and that works really
They have a
good.
banana one too,
Butter pecan works
and they
great.
have a banana.
Then I bought
Yeah,
this.
they have a banana one too, Robert. That's really good. A banana cream.
This was Highland Park
Oh, the
has
Highland
since
Park.
changed their
Wow,
packaging
okay.
and everything. This is the old bottles, and you don't see them as much anymore. But it's the second Scotch I ever tried was a Highland Park 12. The second bottle I ever bought. It probably really was the one that got me hooked into Scotch years ago.
Wow, isn't that good?
So yeah, I haven't had a bottle in a while because we're sold out of the old 12s in my area. But,
Highland Park. I have to try that.
well, you're not this. Yeah, the other good new stuff's good too, but it's just they named it a bunch of damn more shit.
I got something else to show if you want to feature me, John.
Oh,
All right.
Stout King.
This is your upper Trader Joe's thing brewed by Unibrow, and this is their Audister on there. 7.5%.
Oh,
Blonde.
It's an Abbey style blonde.
they don't have
Yeah.
that in my Trader Joe's.
We're all familiar with the different unibrows that you can get of their own make, but they make this for Trader Joe's, and they usually have one or two each year. This was the one from probably last year, and it's funny. This on the side says Best Buy. Let's see. I saw it before. It's here. It's Best Buy 2020, but I still think you can keep stuff past because it's 7.5%, and anything you get close to 8%, you can keep it longer than they say. So I'm not really worried about it. It is a blonde ale, so I wouldn't sit on it too long. I'll probably have it sometime this year, but it also comes in. The top is the champagne top, and it's 1 pint, 9.4 ounces. And if I'm not mistaken, these cost $6.
Yeah.
So they're certainly a good
That's a
price.
steal.
That is a good deal.
Yeah,
right
the
there.
Trader Joe's stuff. I mean, you get those big bottles with the cork and cage. $5-6. You're not gonna beat that value, and they're quality beers. They're really good. I haven't had that particular one, but I've had some other ones, and they're all in the A range for sure.
I don't think our Trader Joe's has those though.
All right, Mr. Oh, well, yeah, ours. I say ours. The ones in Atlanta do. I've only been there a couple times. It's just such a pain in the butt to drive through all that traffic. But if we had one closer, which actually I think they're building one a few towns over, so it won't get there. So if they do, that one will go a lot more. Okay. So anybody else got some show and tell before we wrap this up? Mr. Terrio, you usually have something going on. I see you're still eating there. Alex has got something. Oh, the chocolate. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good
Yeah,
stuff.
chocolate,
That's
peanut
good.
butter, porter. That good. The horny goat.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I like that.
I'm probably gonna drink one of these off wine with you, Johnny.
Drink
boy.
it right now, Alex. Come on, man.
Damn, Alex, you getting it?
Come on, Alex.
No, I'm only drinking this and that's it. I'm not drinking any more until later or whatever.
Do
Or
a liter
maybe not at all.
chug. Do a liter chug count.
So I'm gonna go clean out my glass. I'm gonna pour this up and
Clean it out. Just pour it in.
Do a liter
I don't
chug
want
All
count.
to.
right.
You clean it all the way out every time.
So
Really?
Liter chug.
anything else? Anything else? Going once, going twice?
Me.
Come on.
No? Okay.
Oh, don't forget. I got this too. I got the milkshake.
All right. That's what I was waiting. I was like, Ron doesn't have anything?
Yeah, I know that's hard to believe.
Strawberry Dream? Is
I
that what
do.
that-
I do have something to
Milkshake
promote.
IPA, baby.
Milkshake IPA. Cool, dude.
All
Yeah,
right.
And then let me see what else I got here.
All right,
Make
Ron,
sure it's
well,
all done.
Go
And
for
then,
it.
and then I got this. I got this from Multi Monday. I got this
Or
from
maybe
Multi
Alex.
Monday.
Okay. I guess Alex.
Alex. Come on, Alex.
That's it. Thank you.
The oatmeal stout. Yep. Okay.
I have the
Yeah,
same.
drink
I
it
have
out.
the same one for tomorrow. I have that one for tomorrow too.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you know, Mike, it seems like all.
All right, I think we're
Yeah,
I
we're
got
done.
oatmeal stout. I may join.
I think we're good now. Alex, is that all you wanted to show us, Alex?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Because I showed you the
So
peanut
let's.
butter,
All right, Mr.
the
Terrio, what do you?
pepper, and the milkshake, and then the oatmeal. Yeah, we're done.
Okay. All right. Now to the
Do
Stout
that.
Emperor was exciting showing stuff. Here, let me.
Okay, well,
There we go.
Oh, shout out.
appreciate you, Alex. Anyway, I have well, you lost your controls, man. Now, I have a taste. This food is good. I have a taste challenge coming up later today because I got to make up some upcoming days. You know, I got to do some preemptive strikes. So get ready for
Pew pew pew.
a product that Jim Beam will never put on their website because they don't want you to know they make it because they're ashamed. Sunnybrook, since 1897, loved by dozens around the world.
God, I've seen that. I can't take a chance.
Wow.
And purchased by dozens around the world each year. Now, I paid less
Is that
for
a
this.
train
than-
conductor on the label?
No, it's a whiskey inspector.
Yeah.
Okay.
No bottle. None of these Sunnybrook bottles are allowed to be produced without his seal of approval. He's out there making sure the whiskey is suitable for human consumption. Now, the competitor is Banker Club, drunk by no bankers in any clubs. But anyway, bottled in New Jersey. And we know when people think of whiskey, they always think of New Jersey first, right? Now,
Right.
on a road trip, I bought this yesterday. I was hanging out with Jean-Pierre the Beverage Rambler yesterday. Y'all don't know that. I bought very old Barton 86
I do.
proof. So
That's good. That is good. That's good whiskey, Ron.
You hanged out with him in person, like you literally hanged out with him at his house and stuff.
Like,
That's
Actually-
probably one of the better buys you've made in a while. You'll be surprised.
yeah, and I paid $12.99 for it. So
Yeah, that's all up. I think that's what I kind of rough
Well, you-
range I paid for.
it's made by
That
Buffalo
gets
Trace.
the Whiskey Scout seal of approval. So you done good.
Yeah, I
Ron.
think
You
it's
done
pretty
good.
good.
Wow, you're
for the
doing
price.
something. You're doing something.
For the price, that's a good one.
And to close out,
Oh,
Wednesday
sorry.
night
Go ahead.
we are doing enchiladas.
Oh,
Micheladas.
okay.
The tomato juice mixed clam broth mixed canned beers. I've got the Modelo Chilada Tamarindo Picante.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Does it matter if it's the green lime based or does it have to be tomato based?
Doesn't matter. The limon and salt is in that class. Limon and salt.
Okay.
So go out and get your canned micheladas and chiladas because a chilada really is the lime and the salt. John and Neely corrected me on that. And join us. You know, everybody can get those. You can get those. There's nothing to that. Get it.
Yeah, they're great. They're
Right.
great.
John, I have one last thing to say. Also,
Yes.
opposite the Chiladas, which I will not be attending, Alex will be hosting as a sub for Eric Stout Wild Card Wednesday at that same time. Alex is
All
in
right.
his
So
substitute role. He does a good job stepping in whenever we need him, and there'll be a Wild Card Wednesday going on at the same time. So if anybody's not interested in enchiladas, Alex
All
will
right.
be on.
Alex is
So
on
my shout out.
I don't care.
It's not against it.
So my the only thing I've got, I don't think we mentioned this live. We were talking about it before we went live. After the Chilada thing on Rock Channel, at about 8:30.
We're in trouble.
About 8:30 Eastern, we're going to be looking. We're going to support the Panther Cub on my channel. Everybody, get your Panther Cub and come on and go on. All right, that's all I've got. We go.
I'm sorry, I gotta go.
All right, we're at an hour. We're at an hour and 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. All right. So
Awesome.
I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to thank everybody in the chat. We had a great turnout this morning. Really appreciate everybody for joining and drinking along with us. So that'll do it for this edition of Stout Sunday. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Enjoy your family, your friends, sports, whatever it is that you got going on. We got some crappy weather here in Georgia today. It just started pouring, so nice in here outside. And
Rainy
other
here
than that,
too.
all right, that's all I got. So we'll see you all in the next one. And until then, everybody, cheers.
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 Stay stout.
Everybody.